fingers down my spine. Girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your fingers down my spine? Girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your fingers down?
Welcome to the LKB show. What is the LKB then? It means love knows best, and if you love, you be doing your best. But today's episode is the first two chapters of Two Kinds. First two chapters of Two Kinds. I'm the host, Charles the World. If you never heard about it, it's a webcomic made by a guy named Tom Fisher, whose brother happens to be Markiplier. Mark, also known as Mark Fishburne. Fishbach. Sorry for his name. But nonetheless, his success has nothing to do with each other, even though they're both successful. So the story, it is about a human named Trace, who is a Grand Templar, by the way, who lost his memory and placed in the woods for a reason. No reason. Well, what reason? I don't know. I know a brother. Wait, hold on a minute. He was placed in the woods. How do you get placed? How do you end up in the woods? The forest. I know this happened to my brother once. My brother, Mark, he's a wolf. It looks different to me, obviously. He got wasted and ended up in the woods. Blacked out. Don't remember how he got there. Didn't know his name. And for some reason was wandering out in the woods and he didn't know what was going on. I told him about doing that, but no, he still do it. Now he's in rehab. See, this is what happens when you drink too much. But in this story, he has amnesia. Mind you, let me explain to you amnesia, how it actually works. Okay, when you have amnesia, you do not remember anything or anybody. Okay, you don't know where you are, you don't know who you are, and furthermore, you don't know who or what remember anything about your past. It's like starting over without any memories at all. And there's only certain things that would spark this memory to come back. Something you would remember strongly, but anyway, it just selectively come and go as it pleases. Like in this comic, where it's like selective. Like, he would not remember who he is, but remember somebody's name for whatever reason. And without any explanation to why he would remember her name, he just happens to know her name. Now, technically speaking, it's plot convenience. It keeps people from having to use the word introduction properly. Okay. Oh my goodness. I laugh my own jokes. Yes, I do. I have to talk about the premise for the moment of the comic. It will feel like this Assassin's Creed. It will feel like this Lord of the Rings. It will feel like you're watching freaking Assassin's Creed Furry Edition. Yeah, I said Furry Edition. If you look at the cover, it's obviously a furry comic. Obviously, it can't be nothing else. It cannot be a human comic. It can't be anything but a furry comic. Okay, don't be surprised. It's a furry comic. So mostly the people who actually look at this comic is more likely going to be, wait for it, furries. But maybe not all furries, but there's some people who actually look at this stuff who's not necessarily a furry. So yeah, I'm recognizing there's some people who look at this comic that's not a furry. They just happen to be looking at this comic because it's a good story, not because it's a bunch of furry animals and anthropomorphic animals. Maybe people like anthropomorphic animals and they just like anthropomorphic animals. Nothing wrong with that. Now let's get on the subject of furries, okay? You are in your right to like whatever you like to look at. If you like furries and you like furries, there's nothing wrong with that. If you like anthropomorphic animals and you want to dress up like an anthropomorphic animal, there is nothing wrong with that. If they're willing to accept your sexuality as being homosexual, they should be able to accept you for dressing up like a furry. Okay, technically speaking, it's just that simple. You don't need to hide it. You don't need to keep it private. It's just that you like anamorphic animals. Okay, maybe not doing them, but you make life like feeding them. Okay, drawing them, or whatever it is you like to do. That is what you like to do. But anyway, get back to the point. There is rages in matches like Lord of the Rings, and there is journey like Lord of the Rings stuff, but there is no ring to destroy. There are two groups involved, which we will discuss later in the episode. So back to the discussion again. So Trace hears a call out for help, and he goes and investigates, and finds a human attacking a tiger kindred. And if you don't know what kindred is, I'm not explaining to you. A kindred is a species in this comic, which it's explained way later in the film. Now, I don't know why comic. Don't know why they wait later, but they do wait later to explain to you the different type of kindred there are. So, and they are anamorphic animals, has obvious human characteristics. So he goes and he helps. And you think they're going to fight, but nope, the guy still knows who he is. He's the Grand Templar, and he assumes that he's there to kill the king. Or take his prey, should I say. But that's not right there. But that's what he assumes, so he lets him have her. And he leaves for convenience. You don't stay and see if he actually does kill that thing. Nope, he doesn't do that. He leaves. And then before he leaves, he warns her. She's dangerous, she's vicious, she may attack you. So, after all that, well, let me first tell you this. If somebody says that somebody's dangerous, the one thing you do not do is decide to travel with that dangerous person. Unless you first investigate that whether she's dangerous or not. And if she doesn't answer you just leave her butts in there and that's what you do. Don't travel with the person. Now, with women, it's the other way around. I know how y'all go to clubs and y'all like going out dancing with these dudes you don't know. But if they ask you for a ride, do not travel with them if you do not know them. Oh, I know you're gonna say they're a nice guy, they're just doing help. Nope. The last person who thought that guy was a nice guy ended up dead on the side of the road because they thought the guy was a nice guy. But he wasn't. He was just getting what he wanted. And she was the prey. Just like my prey. I eat my prey, I slap my prey, and then I eat my prey. Okay, technically speaking, it's the same principle. But it's not the same principle. Yes, it is. It's the same principle. So, it cuts to this person with a mask saying she's the one who took his memories, and she plans to use him to attack the tiger kindred for some reason. But let me hear it. Who is the masked person? But if I were to explain this to you, it's technically a G-O-D. Or at least one of them. There's technically two of these things, and one of them is the god of the kindred. Apparently, she technically rules over the kindred, and she's trying to restore balance between the kindred and the human race. Normal, yes. Methods, kind of questionable. Remember this character, you will see her again very, very soon. So after that happens, what? Trace turns to check on the girl. He said, of course she pleads the fifth and says nothing. I would too, because who knows what this guy's gonna do if I even said a word. What if he doesn't think? What if I say something and he cuts my head off? I don't want that. Especially the person with a sword exposed instead of coming at you without the sword in his hand. I mean, really, who does that? If you want somebody to speak, don't approach him with a weapon. Here you go, I'm just telling you the truth. I know I wouldn't speak to somebody pointed a gun to my face. Who came to me with a gun in her hand, even though I know she just used that gun to help protect me. And even though I know he probably won't use it on me anyway, but still don't approach me with a gun. Especially in your hand and not sheltered, because I will not speak. I will plead the fifth and you will not get a word out of me until I know I am safe. Now, even though she says nothing, now this is gonna be the real dumb ass. It's gonna be real dumb. It's gonna be really dumb. Really, really, really dumb. Okay. This is gonna be the worst assumption ever to be made, conceptually made by a human being. Even though she says nothing, he gets the idea she's intelligent. Even when most people would assume she was dumb, or at least doesn't know the English language. Okay, first of all, how do you assume that she's smart? What part of her says, I'm intelligent? What part of her, was she wearing glasses? Or was she reading a book? I don't know. What part of whatever she was doing, you assume she was smart? I mean, she never, what? I don't understand this. Well, he starts to walk away, and of course she pounces on him for some reason, not the violent way that he can calm down. She didn't pounce on him like that. She like pretty much hugged him, like you hug a person, and you like pounce on behind, and you fall down. Now, if this was a real tiger, she probably would be either knocked the hell out or really injured. She does this a lot in the comic. She bounces from him from a height of a tree. She bounces on him from the top of a boat. She pounces on him, just always constantly pouncing him, to the point that he's probably used to that bounce. I don't even know how you get used to that. He gets pounced on a lot in this comic. I mean, he gets pounced on by a dragon of all things, and you do not want to get pounced on by a dragon. You would die. The instant death. It would be instant death if you get pounced on by a dragon. And I would die if I get pounced on a dragon. And how do dragons pounce on people? It's weird. There's a lot of weird crap going on in this comic. From borderline bestiality, if you want to call that. I mean, technically it's bestiality, but nonetheless. We're not going to call that because that would kind of be weird and people might turn off if I refer to that. So we're not going to do that. We're going to assume that it's not. Okay, technically since they're anthropomorphic and have human characteristics, they do not count as animals. Like, yes, I guess that's how you want to interpret that garbage. But nonetheless, let's move on. We're at the end of the prologue. Chapter 1, finally. So he decides to take her with him on the journey to wherever they think they're going. Warning, Joe. Like I said before, no, every person is dangerous. Do not take her with you. Don't take them with you. Don't follow them. Don't trap them. Don't go with them. And kids, if you see somebody that looks dangerous, don't go near them, even if they're dressed up like a clown. Okay, first one, clowns are in circuses, not at birthday parties and other special events that they're actually called to. They don't do unannounced visits. Okay, for somebody they don't be found in the woods because that's uncreepy. That's very creepy. But anyway, on the way, she takes off her. Yep, we got to that point where people take off their shirts for no reason. Oh, she says because it makes her uncomfortable. Now, what you're about to witness, if you're looking at this comic while I'm talking, is something beyond the strange. This tiger has, drum roll please, boobs. No. But fortunately for you, there's no nipples, so technically it's just two orange round circles on her chest. It looks completely weird. It's like unnaturally weird. It just doesn't look right. But, that doesn't look great. I know I'm being a male. I don't have to tell you. Thank you very much. And none of these people have that. Thank goodness. It would be a rated R comic instead of PG-13. So if PG-13, think about anything you see in PG-13 films, and you will probably see it. Okay. To think about that when you read this comic, it's a PG-13 comic. So whatever you will see in a PG movie, 13 movie, you would probably see in this comic. Yeah, you'll see butts. You're going to see butts. And that's about it. In the chest. They are usually naked half the time. Most of the time. At least animal, right? The kindred are usually naked. The best of them are, how you say, 1940s-ish kind of dress. They consider anything, their feet, if their feet are exposed, their tail and something else that's considered nudity. Even though if you have all these wrapped up, it is not nudity. It's weird. That's only they care about your feet and your tail. So you're telling me that you're not naked if you're not wearing none of these. As long as you're wearing those three things, you're not naked. Okay, you're crazy. Anyway, and this is where she finally texts for the first time. Took long enough. Long enough. Took her long enough. That's when she finally talks. Not where she introduces herself. No. She still doesn't say her name at all. She just says, "Oh, I'm uncomfortable in the ground. I'm taking my shirt off." That's the end of the conversation. And he starts to wonder whether or not she conscience makes her more dangerous or not. Now, if you start reading this, you still shouldn't travel with them. Why are you traveling with this person if you think she's dangerous? You idiot. Yeah, he's an idiot. Okay. I mean, I know I'm not that stupid. I know he wants us to follow the character, but are we really that dumb? There's no way. No way we're that dumb. There is no way. And these doesn't work that way. I mean, it doesn't make us stupid. It doesn't make us unrationally stupid. I mean, we may not know who we are. We're not freaking retarded. Shut up. We don't have a mental disorder that makes us not use our damn brain. I mean, and of course, he does a lot of retarded things that makes you question whether he has amnesia or he's mentally retarded, or both. Trust me, when we get there, you'll know. We get there. So he states that there's a town nearby and plans on going there, which is not taken kindly by Flora. Oh yeah, remember when I said that his amnesia was selective for reasons? He somehow knows her name. Now, I'm not an amnesia expert or a doctor, but I do know that if you have amnesia, you would not know her name. Now, unless there's something that made you about her that triggered her name to come out your brain, which you didn't explain, there would be no reason for her to know him to know her name. She hasn't done anything for him to remember her name, and she hasn't said anything but one line that would make her. What in that one line would make him remember her name? Okay, but anyway, well, if she threatens to maul him if he takes her there, he kind of says that she doesn't have to come along in the city and she could wait for him outside town, which would have been an easier conclusion to this. That's it. Which she agrees to. What calms her down, though, is that he knew her name without being told it. Yeah, that would calm me down to actually make me freak me out. But how you know my freaking name? Were you spying on me this whole time? I want to know. What the heck? I'm like, what the heck? How did you know my name? We just met a day ago and I never said anything to you. Plot. Or just maybe lazy writing. Which one comes first? Never explain, not from chapter 1 to 18, did they explain how the heck he knew her name. It just, a lot of this convenient selective amnesia comes to play in this comic. So they spend the night in the forest, of course. So the next day, I suppose they came across a home, or so that they across a home that is being attacked by wolves, children, who will be a main character later, by the way. Which I think was a dream, because that's when Trace woke up. And then when he wakes up, he finds Flora missing, which is when he runs into a wolf. The ones into the wolf he was dreaming about. Yeah, I'm dreaming about wolves now. He dreaming about me? No, he dreaming about me one time? No, I don't think so. He dreams about wolves now. He dreams about this wolf he never met. He never met this wolf before, so apparently he's dreaming about him. Even though he never met this dude, he's dreaming about this wolf. Yeah, interesting. And he attacks Trace. Now, they don't connect whether this was a dream or whether all he knows is he woke up. Really, he woke up. He woke the freak up. Okay. And he attacks Trace before an actual fight can ensue. He, though, seeing the wolf, got interrupted by Flora, who threw something at him. I don't know what it was, because it just said it looks like it got thrown at him and that hit him hard enough. It threw him off balance a little bit. So I feel like I need to talk about the graphics. Yep, the graphics. We're going not to talk about the graphics for a minute, or I should say the animation of the drawings. At first, it looks kind of okay-ish. I mean, it's not the best. Not the best. It's like when we just started, we was trying to figure out a way of having a style to work with here. And it gets a little better, but not too better. It gets gradually better as the chapters come along, and he gets a better grasp of what he wants to draw, of like how to draw these things. But you gotta stick with it. Look at that. The style changes every chapter. I don't know what to deal with that. No consistency in the style. It's like it changes. Now it's starting to get. I read the whole thing. I'm gonna tell you right now. I read the whole thing in 2 days, and the style is actually starting to stay consistent this time and not flip flop over the place. It'd be like if he started out great and ended up being poor, I'd be like, this style is make all over again. But she tells Sight that she got everything under control and he's no help. And if the guilt trip is necessary, but what she later explained she had to say to get him to back off. And also tells him that he was her fiance and bodyguard. Really, bodyguard. Let's see how good he did as a bodyguard. First, you meet your fiance alone to be attacked by a human. Then, only later do you decide to come and attack her after you thought she was under attack. Really, did she look under attack? You are the worst fiance / bodyguard ever. Why didn't you stay near the area a lot? But your incompetence that makes me want to punch you in the face as a wolf. I'm very ashamed of you. Right now, you are supposed to be a warrior. Wait, you're not even a warrior. You later find out you're not a warrior. You're more of a delicate. Why is a tiger marrying a wolf again? I don't understand it. This doesn't make any sense at all. It doesn't make sense. Oh. It doesn't make sense for a wolf to marry a tiger. It's like a dog marrying a cat. But what is wrong with society today? The world is never what I understand it. Also, let's back up a little. He becomes a little weary of her after she said that she would kill him. But I would too if somebody said, oh, and if he must be me, I would kill him. But you gonna do what? You gonna kill me? I'm gonna know I'm not gonna kill you. Not going out and say you were saying no, I'm running. Bye. Oh wait. But like I said, she explained to him later that she also explained that the race has been getting along lately and they're at war. They were at war. When did this happen? I thought there was just tension. Don't worry, there are breaks from this hate. There's a lot of hate going on in this comic. You will feel the hate. You will sense the hate. You will bathe in the hate. Otherwise, you will start following him. If there wasn't breaks in this hate comic of racism-ish, breath of racism, it's got the breath of racism. It's like a bad breath. They keep breathing in your face, you're going to just walk away from it. This is what that movie has. This has the racism breath. And if it didn't stop breathing in your face, you would literally stop losing interest in the film or the comic altogether because you get tired of hearing, I hate this all the time. It's like, I hate everything. It's actually like I hate everything. You know it's sarcasm. But nonetheless. So they finally arrived in town, which she brushes him off to, and that's the end of chapter 1. You got 6 minutes left. Chapter 2 starts with him in the town. He arrives at this inn/tavern. Good luck at the bar. Told him I'm going there. That's what happened last time. The last time. But she meets some of the main characters. They introduce themselves. They don't introduce themselves, my bad, yet. So we will wait, but this is where he meets the main character and one of my favorite characters of the comic, Cave. There's 2 others that are funny, like Timon and Pumbaa funny. Actually, on a mission to find Trace, but luckily for him, he walks right in the front door. And he tries to convince him to come with him to his island so he can get home. But technically, his real motive is to get him home so he can get out of banishment. Because that was the condition of his banishment, is to bring Keith back. Trace with him. Which I don't know why you make a condition to banish him if you want to banish him forever. You just tell him you're banished, you'll never come back to Scotland ever again. But these people are freaking retarded. So technically, that was the condition. But I told you something ahead of time. So this is a spoiler, and remember that sentence because you hear it again when we get to that. And since Trace is nice, he now agrees to help him. What motive does he have to help? Okay, anybody, just because he's a nice guy. Apparently his personality has really changed. But before he leaves, he goes to this store to get something for Flora, the tycoon he met a few days ago. Now, I'm gonna say one thing. This is the most retardedest thing he's ever done in his life. You can't get no stupider than this. This is beyond stupid. This is just beyond it. Okay, first of all, you don't go to a jewelry store for somebody you just met 3 days ago. Maybe your flowers. Maybe, I don't know, catnip or something. But you don't go to a jewelry store. After day 1, okay, day 2, no. Hell to the no. Don't go to a jewelry store on day 3 trying to buy jewelry for a girl you just met 3 days ago. You barely know her name. You had to guess her name. Fact of the matter is, you had to guess her name. Okay, first of all, you don't even know her first and last name. You should not be buying her any jewelry. Okay, that's the point I'm gonna make. Who knows? He goes to a jewelry store to get a gift to a girl he met a few days ago. Talk about forced and contrived relationship. This is the most forced relationship I've ever seen. I've seen a lot of forced in relationships. And what does he buy for a girl he just met 3 days ago? Oh, what does he buy? You want to know what he buys for a girl he met 3 days ago? I'm going to tell you what he buys. He buys a jewelry that you give a married person when you about to marry them. Yeah, he does that. He goes and buys her technically what is technically a married wedding ring. And he says, oh, give her this. This is a wedding, a crystal. But he doesn't tell him it's a wedding ring. It's already item that's used to bind two people together when they get married. Nope, he just says it's something special. Of course, this crooked clerk is probably just a stand-in. Or he's not even standing. He kidnapped the other one just so he can give him that ridiculous amulet. Remember the clerk, you see him again. So they head out. Meanwhile, Flora starts to daydream about marrying Trace. Well, how about that? If that isn't a kick in the pants and a foreshadowing at the same time. Apparently, she's starting to have some form of feelings for him without knowing it. I guess she gets really attracted to men for some reason. This is a very common thing in Kenyan culture. And after that happens, they meet up again, and first thing Keith does is try to attack her. Well, that was smart. No, that was not smart. And before he does, they do a quick flashback to a moment in Trace's past when he's in Templar school, which some exposition begins. They talk about how his powers are strong, and if he gets a hold of somebody he really cares about, they will see his true powers. And in fact, that's exactly what happens when Keith is the first number one subject to get that experience. He gets lost into a tree trying to hurt Laura. Yep, that's exactly what happens. So Keith explains that he's a Bastion, of course, and she's a Kendra, and she's evil, and she should be killed. And it's your first taste of hate, evil. I mentioned. So the comic switches to the characters from the end who apparently are following Trace. They are Red, Karen, and Karen's sister, because I can't remember her freaking name. All have main character immunity, meaning they can't die, and neither can Trace, neither can Keith or Edio. Of course, Keith almost dies, but nonetheless, that's a different story. And they run to another main character called Rain, who for whatever reason asked to come along, never explained why she's coming along with him for whatever reason. So they go back to Trace and company. So Keith agrees to travel with her, and they make plans to go to his island first. And while that happens, Trace presents his present to her, and she freaks the freak out. Of course she freaks out. And she recognizes that what he is and what it's used for. But dumb Trace, yep, I'm gonna call him dumb because that's what he is. He's mentally retarded, officially. He's the official retarded person on this party. He's the most retarded person I know. He's mentally challenged. I can't figure out whether he is amnesia or just freaking retarded. Or just dumb as fuck. Okay? I'm gonna go with the dumb as fuck. No, excuse my language. It's dumb. It's just dumb. It's just straight up dumb. It's just beyond stupid. Just beyond. Amnesia can only give you so much limitations of. It just tells you you don't remember. It doesn't mean you're stupid. Okay? It doesn't mean you're stupid. You can't be this damn dumb. You just can't be this dumb. I guess amnesia calls stupidity now. Okay, at the same time. Never knew that. It causes stupidity. I'm going to put that down. I'm going to put that down right quick. Amnesia causes stupidity. Okay, in people. Oh, okay, thank you. I'm going to put that down and I'm going to remember that. But it doesn't cause, no, it doesn't cause, what? Like, you kidding me? But she takes it and her dumb self listens to it, even though she was worried about his power about it, and says it only work if she wears it. But why the heck did you put it on? You just don't put it on. I mean, that's kind of the object, but you just put it on anyway because you're an idiot. So some character development happens here for all three, especially between Trace and Flora. Note there's some fan service in this comment. Now let me define what fan service actually means for those who are ignorant to what fan service actually means. Fan service is when there are scenes in a comic that have sexual reference or theme behind it. Usually when readers can assume that something sexual is happening because of the previous scenes or the scene in the scene. Trust me when I say this. Trust me when I say this. I'm gonna say this 3 times. Trust me when I say this. There are at least 3 times where you should assume this. Especially within these 2. Should I name them? I'm only gonna name one color right now. It's when they get to the tent after the battle. Okay? Between the battle. I'm just gonna say the battle. Because we haven't got to that point yet. There's the battle. And after that, well, not exactly after that, but shortly after that is when the first assumption should be made. Well, anyway, she and Scythe meet up again, and, well, you get the meaning behind his name later. There's a reason why his name is. He meets up again, and he tells her she needs to kill Trace but she's reluctant to until he tells her that he was responsible for her drug past. Of course, he lied. He ain't no Jack Dilly squad. He just wanted her to do that. Get her emotionally riled up so she do it. Which worked for a short time until she realizes this right before she gets to the tent. That he's the same guy he was, and he's probably not the same guy he was then. And that he's been so nice to her, and he decided not to go through it. But it was not enough. Apparently, unfortunately for her, Keith heard her conversation and attacks her again. Which then gets Trace's attention. So he runs after her and catches up with her and consoles her. She confesses that she was planning the whole time to kill him. The whole time. Planning the whole freaking time to kill him. She starts reading about how she doesn't want to betray him and blah 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 blah. But this dumbass, like, I'm gonna keep calling him a dumb moron, idiot, retarded person this whole comic because he's really dumb. This amnesia crap is just amnesia. He's just not stupid. He's irrationally stupid. Apparently this guy doesn't know how amnesia works. It doesn't make the man retarded. If you wanted to make it seem as though he should forgive her, he should be initially mad, okay, and then he forgives her. Not be totally irreparably stupid for no apparent reason but to be stupid. So even though she explains to him that the whole situation, she was trying to kill him. He said she don't know what's going on. You're okay, Keith, not Trace, come close and come here and come here. Stop being an idiot! Oh, I mean, I just had to say that. You're being a freaking idiot. Okay. I mean, I already knew you were stupid by giving her stupid Pearl that barely knew her. You don't even know her last name, but yet you giving her a freaking Pearl that bonds two people together when they're married. Are you that? I can't talk to this man. This man really, dude. No wonder why these guys are attacking him. They're not very smart. And that's where chapter 2 ends. Not in conclusion. I'm talking all about this, and it's been 40 minutes long. In conclusion, it's interesting how this obvious relationship is forcefully developing. Yeah, literally forcefully developing. There's no reason why this recollection should have put them 3 steps backwards. But despite that regulation, it somehow made them closer. Weird. This guy's freaking dumb. Okay, we already established this man's stupid. The stupidity of this dude is beyond recompense of stupid. Okay, I'm a good writer. I write things. This is what I write. I would have figured out a way to do this where I didn't have to make it sound and act like a complete moron. Yeah, there's some intelligence. For a main character whose world depends on what they do, and if he continues to be this dumb, he's gonna probably repeat the same things he did before. Don't worry, though. There's more natural per se relationship that's to come. Thank God. I mean, if I had to deal with one more forced relationship, I would probably kill myself. And guess who it is? I'm not gonna tell you, but I guess she looks like me, and well, not look like me, but she is one of my kind. Hala. And well, it is confusing because she looks like my kind. She's a female version of my kind, but she thinks like me, but not exactly like me. She thinks like my gender. She thinks she's a male. Yep, she's one of those transgendered folks. No problem with them. Not necessarily agree with their sort of position, but technically speaking. And it's not my point to try to knock on wood on what people think about gender in general, even though it sounds retarded. No offense, but that's my opinion. But now we leave you with this: love those best, and if you follow it, then you will be at your best. Goodbye.